Story out of Detroit. Now, the city of Detroit is being sued for overtaxing residents in predominantly black areas. Now, you have a law firm by the name of Goldman is for property tax justice announced the proceedings during a press conference at City Hall the same day. So, according to the suit, residents were overcharged for property taxes between 2010 to 2017. And this resulted in state ordered reassessment of all properties in Detroit in 2017. So, the plaintiffs are claiming that the city mailed the assessments late that year, leaving residents too little time to appeal any over evaluation of their new assets. So it said Michigan's constitution states that a property cannot be assessed more than 50% of its worth. However, research conducted by the Chicago King College law professor Bernadette Atuhini determined homeowners were being overassessed by 55 to 85%. She also determined 95% of low value homes are overassessed, while high value homes were lowballed. Wow. So they said they was interviewed by Democracy Now! Last week and described the effects of tax foreclosures they've had on the city. So they said the first thing I want to know is in Detroit, we have 1 in 4 homes is going through property tax foreclosure. 1 in 4, we have seen this number of property tax foreclosure in American history since the Great Depression. So look at the dirt they're doing. So they jacking up the value of black people's homes, raising the taxes where they can't afford it. Then the homes that's high end, they're lowering the taxes. So they can basically, so is that your way of like removing black people out of their area by property taxes? Ooh, that's dirty. And then a lot of the politicians in Detroit are black. This is why you have to really pay attention to the sellouts. The sellouts will do things like this. They'll get their nickels and dimes from them folks, while these folks got a plan to take that area away from black people and put up new condos and do all kinds of things over there. And then that whole area is going to be white all over again. This is the dirt that they're going through. Then they said outside of Detroit, municipalities of Wayne County, there are 3 that were supermajority African Americans, 70% or more: Detroit, Inkster, and Highland Park. They say in each of those majority black cities are being subjected to unconstitutional tax assessment and foreclosure at a greater rate than the majority white cities. So it's done by design because they're doing it to everybody. The white people are dealing with the same issue too. Once again, black people are being sabotaged in America. And when you remove yourself from these situations, and yes, they're suing, and they should be able to win that lawsuit. But the sabotage continues on black people. But if a black person say, you know what? I'm sick of the sabotage. I'm sick of dealing with this crap. My community can't protect me like that in this country because it's so systemic. It's out of my community's hands because my community is real fractured to deal with these issues and problems. And they took a trip and maybe they went to a Kenya and say, wow, I like it over here. Man, I can buy some land. I'm not being sabotaged. I can buy some a home. I ain't got to worry about them jacking the prices up. I don't have to worry about that or I lose my house. Now I can live in peace. Understand? This is why black people do what they're doing. They're sick of being sabotaged in America. They're sick of it. They're sick of it. And we don't have anything to protect us. The federal government not going to protect us. And let me tell you about that. The federal government can come out with a law today. But will the city and the states enforce that law? You can, prime example, you have a thing called sanctuary cities. Now that's against the law. That's against federal law. But the cities and states do what they want. That's the flaw of America. Well, states' rights. No, it should be one law only, federal law. It shouldn't be no states' rights. It shouldn't be no city create this law and the next city got another law. That's used to create a loophole so they don't have to follow the laws. That's what it's created for. At least in the continent, wherever the laws are, is a law that apply to all the cities for the most part. This is what black people are going through. They target black people, jack up the value of their home. They can't pay the taxes on it. Then they foreclose on the home, take it for foreclosure. Okay. So I say it's a dumb thing to say. That's a stupid thing a lot of you saying. But I'm getting these stories of black people just going through it in America. Going really through it in America. Have another black folks sell out to drown us even faster. So they can get a few nickels and dimes. A bunch of Judases run around the black community. Trust me on that. They get their money and they're good. But when it comes to the rest of us, we sabotage. It's sickening. But leave me a comment in those things about this particular story out of Detroit. But you brothers and sisters dealing with that,